Hey guys, SimmersDim Gaming here. Now, as the title of the video suggests, this is going to be a Resident Evil 3 remake. I'd say concept slash discussion video. So in the video we're going to talk about potential Easter eggs from the Resident Evil 2 remake and what we could expect slash want to expect from the Resident Evil 3 remake. So let's get right into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is Easter eggs. So there are two obvious Easter eggs, at least to me, in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and they are in the form of two smashed walls. Now everyone knows that Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 are actually set around 2 hours apart. I believe Resident Evil 3 is set 2 hours before 2, so it's kind of a prequel, but Nemesis also likes to smash through walls and windows and things like that. So considering when you're running around the RPD for the first time as Leon or Claire, there are already a couple of smashed walls, is definitely in my mind an Easter egg to Resident Evil 3 and Nemesis. My next point as well is a tweet that actually came out from Resident Evil's official Twitter account yesterday, which states this, so I'm going to pop it up on the screen right now. So it's them saying basically that someone doesn't know how to use doors, and the only person that really does that is Nemesis. Now you can argue this because the T90 does, or Mr. X does, like to smash through walls, as he does one time in Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 Remake. However, he's not there until later and those holes are still there, so that goes back to my original point of it has to be someone else and it can only be Nemesis, realistically. Another Easter egg is right at the start of the second scenario. When you go into the little kind of cubby hole room, there's actually a picture of an RPD poster and it's got Brad Vickers on it, and it's an actual HD picture, so you actually get to see what Brad looks like. That could just be a stand-in, but potentially they could have that person as, say, a mocap actor, so that's quite interesting. That leads up to potential to see Brad, and obviously he is in the second game as Zombie Brad, but he is running around.
Jill!
Brad!
We've got
for the first parts of Resident Evil 3, so that in my mind is another kind of clear Easter egg that it could be coming. One thing that'll be interesting if we do get Resident Evil 3 Remake is how Nemesis is going to work, because a lot of people obviously did complain about Mr. X and him being too hard, but he only walks at you, so Nemesis runs, so that's going to be quite interesting, especially in the RPD section of Resident Evil 3. I know it's brief, but he still does run after you, so it's going to be rather interesting how people react to that. I personally didn't have a problem with Mr. X. He is easy to dodge, and you can kind of get him in a punch animation and then just run around him. So there is that. So that's going to be quite interesting. But what do you think about that? Finally, now I'm just going to showcase some really cool concept art that I found on the internet. So top left you can see it's a reimagined Jill Valentine from Resident Evil 3, and again this is what I hope for, that it's going to be Julia Voth, and this concept art is the Julia Voth version of Jill Valentine. I think she's perfect as Jill, so hopefully if they do the remake they use her as the mocap actor slash face actor.
And then next to that you have a mocked up Resident Evil 3 Last Escape cover. I think it looks cool, more realistic costume, and you can see Nemesis in the back. And then finally you've got some mocked up outfits which again look more realistic. But yep, that wraps the video up, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below and what you want to see from Resident Evil 3 Remake.